Welcome back again to the video blog, Adam Daniel Mezei Weekend Edition. Thanks again for watching. Alright, I'm sure I'm not the only person who does this. I'm sure I'm not the only person who pays attention to things like this. But I look at the shoes that you wear. I really do. I'm walking on the street. I don't always look at the ground, but if I'm passing somebody, I want to see what kind of shoes they have on. And I know girls do this all the time with guys, even with other girls. They want to see, how people are dressed. These are things that I look at in shoes. I look at the buckling, like at the joint where your toes and your arch, where they kind of bend. I look at the buckling. I want to see how used they are. I look for shine. Are they dirty? Are they clean? Obviously. And if they're clean and they're buckling, like, why don't you buy a new pair of shoes? I look at wear. I look how you walk. Do you pronate? Do you supinate? Is your heel kind of worn down? Do you go to a cobbler? Are your shoes in good shape? Do they make noise? Do your shoes make noise when you walk? Do your heels clip along the stone floor or the concrete? Are they pointy toes? Do you use laces? Are they slip-ons? I don't know, I can kind of get into, I should do a whole video blog about personality traits between guys that wear laced-up shoes compared to guys who wear loafer-type shoes. Do you have round toes? Do you have pointed toes? What color are your shoes? Do you wear brown shoes? Do you wear white shoes? Do you wear sneakers? How do you keep your shoes so white? If you wear trainers, do you keep them really white? things like that. Brand names. Not necessarily brand names. I'm always looking at dress shoes, and I'm looking just to see, do you have a rubber sole? Do you have a leather sole? It's things like that. I like fashion, so, especially in the downtown area, you're paying attention. And I'm sure there's other people who do this with women. For example, I look at heels. Then you look at the personality. Is it necessarily so because a woman's wearing kind of fuck-me pumps, or she's wearing stilettos, or she's wearing high heels, or she's wearing suggestive shoes? Does that necessarily say something about her personality? I don't like to think so. Just because somebody's dressed a certain way, or they wear their hair a certain way, they walk a certain way, doesn't mean that they're that type of person. Then if you're wearing heels with girls, again, can you walk with them? Or you just kind of it's like an imitation of something that you think you need to do. That's another thing I look at. Because a lot of girls don't know how to walk in heels. And baby, if you can't walk in them, don't wear them. Are you wearing flat soles? Are you like a conformist? Do you wear, like most of the girls these days I find in Toronto. Also, I was noticing in Europe too. They're wearing these flat-soled shoes that are easy to get around in. Granted, I understand why. But they have this little kind of odd bow on the toe, which I think is kind of off-putting. What's the color of your shoes? I also look at walks. I like to see how people walk. And you can tell a lot about somebody's personality just by how they walk and how they carry themselves. Do they walk straight, upright? Is their weight a burden? Are they they have a dumb walk? People that have dumb walks. And is it connected to their shoes? It's funny, Shoes, yeah. So I'm going to be looking at some shoes right now. I'm going to go and have a little look as I go to my next little place. And maybe if I notice something interesting, I'll have a follow-up to this video blog. Thanks again for watching. More videos coming soon.